This is a dirty video. No, I've just come in from the workshop, so I'm a bit grotty. I'm covered in aluminium fucking oxide and swarf. But at the garage, actually the garage, because now that I'm building my new workshop back in Greenwich, South London, of course, when I say workshop, we will mean workshop. But today is a good day. What film? Anyway, so, look what I've been sent. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what it does. What you've got to do is use it like this. Now I've got to do some repair work to this because it's very tight. And I'll tell you what, the spring, the main spring in there, which I'm not too sure how these operate. It could be a conventional leaf spring, but it might not be enough room for it to be a leaf spring, as in a standard revolver spring, but when we come to take it apart we'll find out. But better than this, not one, but two. This is my one. Mine is tired. The thumb latch is missing off the trigger, off the hammer rather, sorry. It's been a long day, dude, it's been a long day. And but so many people have said, oh yeah, let's do a deal, and I've got one of these spare, and then they just disappear into all existence. Yeah, but I'm absolutely chuffed because now I can get working on my one. I'm going to improve the latching mechanism tenfold because I know, I'm just going to put one ball in it and should rule that. But no, I'm quite looking forward to getting these done. Is that actually rubber there? Oh, if I do that in rubber, I'll get a bit of seal. See, I'm already off, and I'm tuning the fucking bollocks out of it. Yeah, 50 cals, pistol. These have got to be like the most funkiest pistols in paintball, ain't they? Yeah, baby. Although, oh look, the rear sight's broken as well. I really don't see myself playing paintball. I'm just a bit tired of it, all buds. Yeah, I know, it's a sad thing to say, well-known character in the paintball industry, but it's just time to move on. I want to concentrate more on my firearm stuff, and the suspension side of things, you know, it's getting really, really cool, man. I've made some really cool stuff that has never existed before in the suspension world. Oh, thought to do with building shocks, putting nitrogen into them. And what doesn't exist is what the industry needs is a tiny little bolt that's hollow with a gas pult and a trans gas pult at a T-junction with a 1mm internal thread. Now, I did make these before in M5, but making these things in 5mm out of 5mm bolts, Jesus man, it's like you've got to be a surgeon. Seriously, they are so seriously hard to do in 5mm. So this is one size bigger, this is 6mm. And basically what it is, it's an aluminium bolt that's been turned to a certain shape so I can slip over it a rubber jolly bag. Well, it's like a silicone tube, quite a tough silicone tube. And then running through the centre of this bolt, this way, is a gas pult drilling. And then when it gets halfway down, it splits into two, comes out the side, underneath the rubber johnny. The air can then pass through this, fill the shock with nitrogen, but the rubber johnny stops the air coming backwards. But technically the silicone shouldn't be perishable, but we don't rely on that, okay? And then what I do is tap this 1mm. Fucking yeah, you've seen a 1mm tap. Well, you buy them in boxes of 50 because they're so easy to break. And I've got to do that next. And it's just like, oh. Anyway, I might give that to a blind man to do. No, seriously, they have really good dexterity. Right, next thing. I saw Uncle Gravy online playing NBA Jam. Don't deny it, girlfriend. I even heard you say, you cocksucker, you're travelling without dribbling. Yeah. Don't come over here and knock the division anymore. Anyway, for Gav, that whaling knife, man, as with all the knives before it, they're all one-offs. I only make them once, and then once I've made it, I throw all the paperwork and artistic merit away. I burn it. I won't make them again. They are solely one-off works of art. The other problem we've got is I'm so tied up with almost having a day job now that there's no time to get to my buddy's place in Essex and use his forge and do any metalworking. So what I can make in the foreseeable future, I can't tell you. I'm tied up with, I've got involved in this 60s restoration building project where I've got to make all these hinges for these 60s cowboy glass door things. Oh God, what have I gone and done? But what I do have is my Tanto. Trust me, man, this is beautiful. This is really nice. And obviously I made this is mine, I made this for me, but I've got no real use for it, but I've still got my little Durka. And, yes, kick-ups for Luxes. So do you remember the Lux kick-up? This one's fucked, by the way. I gave it to someone, lent it to them, and they thought they'd do the 6mm nuts up with a fucking wheel wrench. So, today I've been painstakingly cutting by hand out of billet. See how fucking thick that is? Do you see how thick that is? This has all been cut by hand with a freaking hacksaw, yeah? So, you can't cut one without making another, so I will be making 4 Lux kick-ups. 2 of them are already spoken for. There will be 2 spare Lux kick-ups. Go back through the video. You'll probably find one, you know, the Lux I made that was all different colours out of a million different parts. I had a kick up on that. Fantastic. The best, most simplest thing you can bolt on a paintball gun to make your paintball gun work for you ergonomically. I cannot express enough that sometimes it's the smallest things that make the biggest difference. The hardest thing to do is to change people's minds. And even when they use it, and it's quite clear they're having a better game, sometimes you still can't get past their mentality. And paintball is rife with it, unfortunately. What can you say? What else have we got going on? Oh! Had to make this fucking shock rod today. Been making a shock absorber for someone. It's from a Cagiva, blah 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 blah, some Italian lump turd. Whereas to buy this would cost you 60 million quid, even though they don't manufacture it. I think it's just a show up. You could probably buy this off a CBR 600 at a breakers, £20. But because they're Italian, they can charge what they want. Well, then again, they've got a lot of shareholders to look after, haven't they? You know my history with the Italian motorcycle industry, don't you? They fucking hate me. Give me my money back, you fuckers. Anyway, not a lot more going on today. So, Gav, got one of them. That's the only thing I've got. That really is the only one I've got. And cost 60 quid to you. Get in touch. Plus a tenner post. We'll fucking make some money out of it. Well, until next time, I'm going to go and get washed up and I'm got to go to the shops. I'll see you later, buds. I don't know what to say next. What should I say? Cheese biscuits!